Hello everyone, and welcome. Today we're going to dive into something really exciting, the WordPress Gutenberg editor. You might also hear it called the block editor. Think of it as your new best friend for building websites. For a long time, making a professional-looking website without code was pretty tough. You often needed expensive page builder plugins to get the job done. But now, Gutenberg is built right into WordPress, and it's completely free. It lets you create beautiful custom page layouts just by dragging and dropping different elements, which we call blocks. This is a huge game changer for anyone wanting to build their own site. So, what makes Gutenberg so great? The biggest advantage is its simplicity and power, all rolled into one amazing package. Instead of one big, clunky text box, your entire page is made up of individual blocks. You have blocks for paragraphs, headings, images, videos, buttons, and so much more. This block-based approach gives you incredible control over every single part of your page. You can move things around, resize them, and customize them without touching a single line of code. It's a visual way of building that feels natural and intuitive, almost like playing with digital Legos to construct your perfect web page. Another huge benefit is that Gutenberg is made by the same people who make WordPress. This means it's perfectly integrated, super fast, and very secure. You don't have to worry about a third-party plugin slowing down your site or causing conflicts when you update WordPress. Everything just works together smoothly. This core integration ensures that your website will be lightweight and load quickly for your visitors, which is incredibly important for keeping people on your site and for getting a good ranking on search engines like Google. Using the default tools is always a smart move for long-term stability and performance. In this tutorial, I'm going to walk you through everything step by step. We'll start with the absolute basics and work our way up to creating a stunning professional page design. I promise to keep it simple and easy to follow. We won't be using any extra plugins or confusing tools, just the powerful features that already come with WordPress. By the end of this guide, you will feel confident and empowered to design any page you can imagine. So, let's get started on this journey and unlock your creativity with the amazing Gutenberg block editor right now. Alright, let's start building our page. The first thing to understand is that everything in Gutenberg is a block. When you click the little plus icon to add content, you'll see a big list of available blocks. You have the most basic ones like the paragraph block for text and the heading block for titles. Then you have media blocks like the image block and the video block. To start, let's add a heading block and type in a welcome message for our page. Below that, let's add a paragraph block and write a short introductory sentence. It's that easy, just click and type to add your content. Now let's get a little more advanced and create a layout with columns. Professional websites often use columns to organize content side by side, making it look clean and structured. To do this, we'll add the columns block. When you add it, Gutenberg will ask you what kind of split you want, like 50-50, 30-70, or 3 equal columns. Let's choose the 50-50 split for now. You will see 2 empty boxes appear next to each other. Each of these boxes is a container where you can add any other block you want. This is how you start creating more complex and interesting page layouts. Inside our new columns, let's add some content. In the left column, click the plus icon and add an image block. You can upload a new image or choose one from your media library. In the right column, let's add a heading block and a paragraph block to describe the image. See how that works? You now have an image and text sitting neatly next to each other. This is a fundamental design pattern you will see all over the web. You can even put columns inside of other columns for even more intricate layouts, but let's keep it simple for now as we get the hang of it. To organize sections vertically, we can use the group block. Think of the group block as a container that holds other blocks together. This is super useful for creating distinct sections on your page, like a hero banner, a services section, or a contact area. You can select the columns block we just made, click the 3 dots on the toolbar, and choose group. Now that entire column layout is wrapped in a single group block. We can give this group a background color or adjust its spacing as one unit, which helps keep our design clean and organized. It makes managing your page so much easier. Now that we have our basic structure, let's make it look amazing. This is where we play with colors, typography, and spacing to create a clean, modern design. First, let's talk about colors. When you select any block, like our group block from the last section, you'll see options in the right-hand sidebar. Look for the color panel. Here you can set the text color, background color, and link color for that specific block. Try giving your group block a very light gray or soft blue background color. This simple change can make the section stand out and look much more professional. Next up is typography, which is all about your fonts. Good typography makes your content easy to read and adds personality to your site. Select a heading block, and in the sidebar, you'll find the typography panel. You can change the font size using preset options like small, medium, and large, or you can click the slider icon to set a custom size. You can also change the appearance, making the text bold or italic. While Gutenberg's default font options are tied to your theme, simply adjusting the size and weight of your headings and paragraphs can make a huge difference in creating a clear visual hierarchy for your readers. Spacing is one of the most important yet often overlooked elements of good design. It's what makes your page feel uncluttered and easy to look at. Gutenberg gives you control over this with the dimensions panel in the sidebar. Select a block, like our group block again, and look for padding. Padding is the space inside a block between the content and its border. By adding some padding, you give your text and images room to breathe. You can also adjust margin, which is the space outside a block separating it from other elements. Playing with these values is key to a polished look. Let's put it all together for a clean aesthetic. A good rule of thumb is to use a limited color palette, maybe 2 or 3 colors at most. Choose one primary color for buttons and links, and a neutral color for backgrounds. For fonts, ensure there's a clear contrast between your heading size and your paragraph text size, and be generous with your spacing. Don't be afraid of white space, it is your friend. It guides the visitor's eye through the content and prevents the page from feeling cramped. These small, deliberate adjustments are what separate an amateur design from a professional one. In today's world, more people will likely visit your website on a phone than on a computer. That's why making your page responsive is not just important, it's essential. A responsive design automatically adjusts to fit any screen size, from a large desktop monitor to a tiny smartphone. The great news is that Gutenberg is designed to be responsive right out of the box. The columns we created earlier will automatically stack on top of each other on mobile devices. This means your content will be rearranged into a single, easy-to-scroll column, so mobile visitors don't have to pinch and zoom. While Gutenberg does a lot of the heavy lifting for you, you should always check how your design looks on different devices. At the top of the editor, you'll see a small icon that looks like a computer screen and a phone. This is the Preview button. Click it, and you'll see options to preview your page on a desktop, tablet, or mobile. It's crucial to use this feature often as you build. It opens a new tab showing you exactly what your visitors will see. This allows you to catch any layout issues, like text that's too small, or buttons that are too hard to press on a touchscreen. What if you want certain content to appear only on desktops or only on mobile? While the default Gutenberg blocks don't have a built-in hide on mobile feature to keep things simple, there is a clever workaround using the columns block. For example, if you have a large, complex image that doesn't look good on mobile, you could create 2 separate sections. One section would be your elaborate column layout for desktops. Below it, you'd create a simpler single-column version of that content, optimized for mobile viewing. While this isn't perfect, it's a plug-in-free way to think about mobile-first content presentation. To improve your design skills, the best advice I can give is to practice and experiment. Don't be afraid to try out every single block and see what it does. Build practice pages that you never intend to publish. Try to recreate layouts you see on other websites you admire. The more you use the editor, the more comfortable you will become with it. Remember, design is a journey, not a destination. Keep learning, keep building, and soon you'll be creating stunning professional websites all on your own, using just the power of WordPress and Gutenberg. You can do this.